Shalom and good morning, friends. Imagine this. You send a WhatsApp message to someone important. After that, you notice one tick, two ticks, then seen. And after that, silence. No reply, no explanation, nothing. Suddenly, your mind starts creating stories. Did I say something wrong? Maybe I'm being ignored. Maybe I'm not important enough. Funny, right? How quickly silence can make us assume things. And if we are honest, sometimes we do the same with God. We pray, we ask, we wait. And when heaven feels silent, thoughts slowly creep in. Maybe God forgot me. Maybe He answered everyone else except me. Or maybe my prayer doesn't matter. But then, friends, in today's Gospel, Jesus says, I tell you most solemnly, anything you ask from the Father, He will grant in my name. Ask and you will receive, and your joy will be complete. And honestly, this verse made me stop. Because Lord, if that's true, then why does waiting hurt sometimes? And I felt this in my heart. Silence does not mean absence. Just because God is quiet doesn't mean God is gone. Because when a seed is planted, the ground looks silent. You don't hear anything. You don't see anything. It looks like nothing is happening. But underneath the soil, roots are growing. Something hidden is taking place. And maybe, friends, many of our prayers are like that. We see silence, but God sees roots. We see delay, but God sees preparation. And friends, can I share something personal? There was once in my life when I had a very deep desire and prayer request. I prayed sincerely for it. I hoped for it. I believed for it. But that prayer was never answered. Honestly, I didn't understand why. There were moments I wondered, Lord, why? Because at that time, all I could see was disappointment. All I could see was silence. But nearly 10 years later, the Lord slowly revealed to me why that prayer remained unanswered. And when I finally saw it, my heart was overwhelmed because I realized God was not rejecting me, He was protecting me. At that time, I could only see what I wanted, but God could see what I couldn't. And suddenly what I once called an unanswered prayer became one of the greatest acts of love from God in my life. So now I remind myself, God's silence is not always rejection. Sometimes it is protection. Then Jesus says, ask the Father. Father. That word touched me deeply. Because think of a small child. A child never stands outside a room thinking, maybe dad is busy, maybe I asked too many times, or maybe my problem is too small. No. The child runs in again and again and again, without hesitation, without fear, without rehearsing perfect words. Why? Because the child already knows one thing. I belong here. I am loved here. And I wonder if somewhere along life's disappointments, we lost that childlike confidence with God. Maybe unanswered prayers, maybe pain, maybe waiting and disappointment slowly made us hesitate and slowly made us stop asking boldly. But Jesus says, ask, not because God needs information. He already knows. He says ask because love invites closeness. Because prayer was never meant to be our emergency button. Prayer was always meant to be relationship. Then comes the line that touched me. Your joy will be complete. Not because everything becomes perfect overnight, but because joy comes from knowing, even in silence, I am heard. Even in waiting, I am loved. And even when I cannot see it, God is still working underneath the soil. So if heaven feels quiet lately, don't stop asking. Run back to the Father like a child. Because maybe while you think God is silent, He's already preparing something beautiful that you simply cannot see yet. Thank you, friends, and God bless you.